When you're shopping for a realtor, I want to talk about something that just says not all realtors are the same. Not all realtors are even close. I'm not even saying you have to use me. There's a lot of other good ones out there. But things you need to think about when you're hiring a realtor, it's not just years of experience. There's a lot of realtors, a lot that will tell you, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this for 20 years. And they're closing 10 deals a year. That's not very many. That's not keeping you up to speed on what's going on. The market changes, the forms change. So how many they're doing in the last year, in the year before that, things like that are much more important oftentimes than the length of time. Because if you're not doing very many deals, what difference does it make? Also the complexity of a deal, right? Anyone can do a cash deal with no inspection that closes in 2 weeks. That's easy. If you can't figure out how to do that, you should go do something else. It's what do you do when what do you do when you got title problems? What do you do when you got financing problems? For me, even, it's not just you I'm helping when I'm working through these deals and learning. I learn a lot working through buying my own deals. I just closed on one today that it took us 3 months to get the title straightened out. And the title officer who'd been doing this, I believe, over 20 years, told me this is the worst title she'd ever seen because it had an owner with buying it on an owner carried contract who had a lease option, who I bought the option, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people involved putting this on title, getting it clear, tracking them down. That'll probably never happen to me again. It'll definitely never happen to you. I'll make sure of that. But to understand, and working with a realtor that understands title and clearing titles, right? All lenders are slightly different. So I've worked with a lot of people where they think the deal's dead in the water, and I can take them and I can move them lenders. I can shuffle things around to make that happen. There's a lot of complexity that can go in some of these contracts. I mean, obviously most of them are pretty straightforward and we get used to working with them, but you can get, contracts stacked on contracts where certain things have to happen, and understanding the intricacies of how the chips fall to manage your contract to get you not just into the house you want, but in a timely manner with as little stress as possible. I've been working on a project right now to help a client, and to me, this is what's important. If I tell you I'm going to help you sell your house, no matter how bad it goes, I'm going to sit there with you. There was a lien with the county about a building permit issue from 1993. Somehow it had slipped through and not got cleared when the home had sold 2 times prior. This thing is on here from 1993. No one knows where it came from. Hopefully this month we'll have it cleared. But I've been on the phone with the county and the health department. It's a manufactured home, so I had to call L&I. I had to have a structural engineer come out and meet him. So hopefully that never happens to me again. But being with a realtor that's going to be with you through the process, through thick or thin, to get it done. That is what is important when hiring a realtor, is to maybe take some time, interview them, talk to them about things they can do to get it done. A lot of realtors like to talk about how they're matchmakers. We're not matchmakers. I mean, that's easy. Anyone can show you a house and decide you like it. It's negotiating the contract. It's working through the contract. And it's really, if something goes bad, how are you going to work with the other realtor? There's realtors, too, that'll say, well, I'm masterful at negotiating. No, you're horrible and mean and nobody likes you. That's not the realtor you want either, right? You want a realtor that can work with other realtors. So there's a lot of facets to this. And I'd ask you to really sit down with me or any other realtor you want to meet and really talk them through. I've seen too many deals go sideways when people chose to work with a realtor that didn't know what they were doing. Even realtors that I know have been in the business a long time, that just don't understand because things have changed or really haven't gone really deep on some nasty, difficult contracts. So that's just a thought for you. Give me a call if you have questions about interviewing a realtor, or buying a home or your investments.